live that hunting club life today. So I'm hunting this piece of private land. I hunted it last week with Aaron. It's his hunting club out here. I'm supposed to do a different hunt this morning on public, but all of my public areas that I hunt are pretty much going to be storms all day today. Aaron had invited me earlier this week, and I said I probably can't go because I'm doing this hunt on public up in a different part of the state. And last night I got to looking at the radar and looking at the forecast, and I was like, it's gonna suck pretty much all day today. So decided to hit Aaron back up and say, hey man, you still going? And we basically made it work out. It's been raining all evening. It's gonna be kind of off and on rain today. So I kind of feel like those green food sources is gonna be the best option. And so we're just gonna try to sit over some green fields. I hadn't hunted a green field. Well, I hunted one last weekend when I was here with you, but I haven't killed a deer on a green field in a really long time. So you guys stay tuned. Me and Aaron are gonna try to do some work today. Wind's coming out of the north. Temperatures dropped a lot in the last hour. So it's gonna be good. This green field right here. This wind is supposed to be blowing that way. So I was gonna set up on that side, but it's consistently going back that way. But there's a lot of sign in the field, so they're here at some point. My whole reasoning behind coming to a green field, I wouldn't normally do that probably, but my whole reasoning behind it is, with this rain, it's been raining all night. I expect them to come and feed in these fields this morning. Since the rain's died down, I really do expect them to do that. So, let's make something happen. Alright, well, it's about 9:30. I think me and Aaron both decided we're going to get down a little bit early this morning. Go try to find a spot for this afternoon. Basically our plan is to try to sit for the midday. So let's sit midday till dark, get down a little bit early, and get up in a tree a little bit early this afternoon.
Is this where you were the whole time? Is this where you were the whole time?
See, that's the best thing about a saddle. You can just hide behind the tree. You never even knew I was there until you got to that feeder.
I didn't see the orange on your hat when I first came out. I would have never knew you were
Yeah.
here. I was thinking you were going to be hit up over here.
Okay, I didn't take my camera with me. Me and Aaron been out kind of just scouting around, trying to figure out where we're gonna hunt for this evening. We happened on, is there? We happened on some really good buck sign as we went down out of the green field, down a hill into a bottom. It's all this stuff. It's just young pines, planted pines. It was a cut over last year, and they're grown up pretty tall. So we were coming down right on the edge of it. I'll show you on a map. We're right on the edge of it, and there's a bottom, creek bottom down there. And when we got to that creek bottom, I noticed as it started to come back up the other side, there was a hard line of these pines, of these young pines, from like just some grown up greenbrier and stuff like that down in that creek. And I got to looking around expecting to find a trail right there, And sure enough, there was a beat down trail. Probably one of the better trails we've seen out here so far. And then I got to looking. I called Aaron up because I knew there was going to be some buck sign. It was just one of those spots where you just know. And sure enough, there's a bunch of rubs. Fresh rubs going back into the oaks. Basically, if you treat this overgrown cutover young pines like this as just a big giant bedding area, they could literally bed anywhere and be protected. In the north and Midwest, you have those big marshes that they like to bed in. Out here we have this is kind of the similar thing. And so those first oaks outside of that this time of year is going to be money. And that's exactly where we were at. We were in that creek bottom, just right next to it. So it's the first oaks on that tree line outside of the big bedding area. And there's a big buck using it, and he's rubbing up the freak out of it. So
Early too.
yeah, early. We haven't seen any buck sign. I mean, it's really not opening up. That's the first fresh rubs I've seen this year. And so I'm gonna hunt there tonight. Aaron's gonna go to a spot we looked at first, I think, where he corned it up real good.
It was a really, really, really hot spot last year. I think 4 or 5 bucks were, actually our biggest bucks were killed out of it during gun season last year. I think Parker is probably gonna smack something tonight crossing, at least crossing. I'm gonna stick with the Greenfield just because that's what I know best out here.
Hey.
So we'll see if we can knock something. I'm gonna wear my bright white hat, see if that helps. Typically
Shouldn't matter in that shooting house.
No, I'm gonna wear my white one. I'm gonna see. That usually attracts the big bucks, so we're gonna see how that works out.
Yeah, maybe yesterday or something. It looks like it's been rained on.
We're having a bet who's gonna shoot a deer first.
We all know. We all know.
Hey, I got a special collar.
Yeah, you did have that big corn pile. You got like a freaking 3-course meal. Good luck, dude. Let's do this. He's using this little bottom right here. He's bedding in these pines where it's super thick. Where I'm gonna be hunting is the first oaks that he can get to from his bed. I gotta figure out the wind direction first, then figure out where I'm gonna hunt. It's coming right back this way. There's a rub right up there. There's another rub up there. And several right in there. Alright, we're set up. And it actually isn't too bad. I think I got high enough that I have plenty of cover. I don't have a ton of shot opportunity in here, but I can see the spots that I really need to see. It's basically where this creek meets the cutover, and there's an SMZ piece of little creek that they didn't cut right here. Looks like this buck, or bucks, or deer. There's a good trail right here, but it looks like he's just following right along the edge of the SMZ, coming back in here. I'm assuming he's bedded down in there. But he's got a bunch of rubs all right through here, right on the transition. So we'll just sit here and wait him out, see if he's in there. All right, it's 4 o'clock and the wind has really kind of died down. It was super windy for a little bit, but it died down. I'm really hoping they'll get on their feet and maybe move around a little bit. It's dropped. The temperature's probably dropped 15 to 20 degrees today. It's like freaking cold right now and I am underdressed. I don't know how good that shot was. I felt like it was really far forward. Oh, that worked out perfect. I had just like a small little hole like that big because he was about to turn around and go back. I need to rewatch the footage. Oh my god, my legs are just like going nuts. That worked. I hate that shot. I just don't know how good it is. Oh my god. Watch the shot and it looks like a good shot on the video. The arrow will tell me everything. Come on. I'm still shaking so bad. He followed that same exact trail that all the rubs are on. I hope I didn't screw up that shot. just got down. I'm not sure of the hit. So we're gonna walk up here to where he was at. I don't see my lighted knock, and I know it was going, so I don't know where it went, but we'll try to see if we can find the arrow and find blood up here. And if not, then we may end up having to just back out.
What is up, my man?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
This ain't the call I want to give you right now.
Oh, really?
I'm planning on not coming back until tomorrow after church.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you have anything that you're doing.
I really don't.
But
And my thing is, and that's what I tell everybody, I had rather track tonight or at least wait till after church because I need to go pretty bad.
Yeah. But the weird thing is the arrow broke off. It looked like a pass-through in the video. It looks like it just zips right through him. But somehow, some way, it broke off, and it was laying on the ground. But it's just hard to tell if there's. I mean, it looks like it may be a gut shot. Like, it's so hard to tell. If it was quartered away enough, then like where it's broke off at, there was about 3 or so inches of what looked like gut matter to me.
Yeah.
But it was just hard to tell, and it's kind of sprinkling and stuff. So I don't know what the deal is. But
and really, that's not a big issue to wait that long on the gut shot. If you think that you got gut matter, I mean, I think it'll be a done deal. And the cool thing is, you got it on video so that you can go back and watch and all that. That's the cool thing.
Yeah, I can go back, and if it looks like, I mean, on the video, I'll be able to tell. It could have been high and through the neck. I just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just hard to tell. So.
Yeah.
All right, so who we got here?
This is Tater. He will catch a little if the deer wants to be caught.
He looks like a catch dog to me.
If it wants to be caught, if a deer don't want to be caught, I don't think you catch one with a greyhound if it didn't want to be. It has to be wounded pretty bad.
And this is Bo, right?
Yep, this is Bo. This is his 6th year, and he's only 5 years old. That sounds crazy, but he found 3 or 4 deer before he was a year old.
That's awesome.
So he'll stay right on where the deer goes. He'll stay right on the blood trail.
Mm-hmm.
Tater will kind of wind and kind of.
Yeah, he checks wind.
Yeah, he'll kind of go hit the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people all the time that the blood is for me.
Right.
And the scent's for them. And the blood's just to let me know that they're on the right track. It puts a different perspective on it trying to film too, don't it?
Oh, dude, we got to carry so much crap.
Yeah.
That lone pine tree right there?
Mm-hmm. Where at?
Right straight in front of us.
Okay.
It's kind of by itself. Here's my arrow right here.
Okay.
But I know for sure that deer walked right here. Like when it ran behind this tree. Or he's right now pretty close to where I shot at. Where he was standing at when I shot him.
And then it went this
And it
way.
went that way.
And that's what he'll do. A lot of times he'll check up and then he'll come back.
Right now he's walking the trail that the deer walked on. But you can see, I mean, there's that rub right there on that sideways tree.
Yeah.
And then there's another one right up next to it, and then there's another one.
Now Tater
right
went
there.
in 30 yards back. That way. He's only 88 feet right there. He went back to the right. So he come down this road then?
And then, yeah, and then he went back in that way.
Okay. We'll see if Bo picks up on that same track that he had.
Bo's on it right now.
Oh, really? So he wasn't in the...
I don't know how long he rode. He was on this fire break, but at some point he crossed that creek and went.
Did you ever find any blood?
Nuh-uh. How far is he?
He scared me. He's 180 yards out.
Okay, he's not far. Not real far away. I feel like Bo is more on a more accurate track, right?
Right.
And
that's what he does.
He's going on ground scent.
Right. He will stay right on the track, and he won't go ahead until he knows that the deer did come through here. And Tater kind of hits the highlight.
Yeah.
And what's bad is he usually ends up with the deer first, but it's because Bo put him there most of the time.
Yeah.
They work good together. And a lot of times I can be on the track and people say, wow, that's amazing how you can just find blood out in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm cheating. I'm not that good.
Yeah.
The dogs is the one that found it, not me. If I was that good, I wouldn't need them.
Same here.
Could very well be where it's at right there. Because see how he circled.
Uh-huh.
And he's staying in the same spot. We'll see if Bo goes to there and stays at the same spot with him. That's where they'll be. It took a hard left there, which threw him off.
Yeah.
See, Bo went to that point and he said, I ain't got nothing. And he come back, and now he's picked it back up and trying to work out where it's at. But they're only 62 yards. Tater's 87 yards. But the fact that Tater's there and he's been circling in that one spot makes me feel like that's probably where the deer is. So Tater's still in that same spot there. Still circling. He broke out right there though. There was something there that he really liked. Might have been where it bedded down or something.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
Dude, how are we gonna get... Is he still alive? Because they're barking.
I think so. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yeah, he is still alive. Just barely though.
Here. You want me to put a arrow in him?
Oh, I'll put one that's on the mark. Your meat's not burnt, I promise. Yeah. He just now died. Oh.
That's awesome. Not a chance we would have found this deer without dogs. I mean, we didn't see any blood.
No, I didn't see one drop.
Let's see if we can find where I went in at. Shoulder.
Really?
Yep. Hit shoulder right there.
Oh yeah.
Dude, did that video not look like?
Yes, it looked like
Right
it was
there.
way back.
Right
It sure
here.
did. It had to do with that angle
Yeah.
that the camera was different.
Well,
than-
you know, when I first shot, I told my dad, when I called my dad, when I first shot, I said, I think it's gonna be, I think it was front. I think it was shoulder. And I thought there's a chance it could have been brisket, like real far forward. Or like way down low right here. I mean, y'all saw the video, you saw it. It looked like right here, going straight through. And that's why I was so confused about the arrow being broken half. But that shoulder is busted. The only reason we found this deer, that other piece of that arrow stuck in him still, I guarantee you. The only reason we found this deer with a mechanical head, it's not even penetrating enough to kill anything.
Right.
Which he's lived a long time on this hit. Almost a full day, 24 hours. He probably would have lived 24 hours or more. That's why people thought I was crazy for calling a dog on that hit, but there ain't no way we're finding this deer without a dog. Not a chance. So, anyways, we're gonna get this thing packed out and try to get out of here before dark. Alright y'all, we're finally all loaded up. It's plenty dark. And we're about to head back to the truck. We got a decent little jaunt. Is that the right word? Is that a word? Jaunt? No, we got a good little walk out of here. So we're gonna hike uphill and then it should be all downhill from there, so that'll be great. But we went through some thick crap, so I'm not really looking forward to that with these antlers hanging off the side of me. So let's do this thing.